My name's Qley. I'm 18, and I didn't exist for most of my childhood. Not to my stepmom. She acted like I was a stain she couldn't scrub out. My dad, he just let it happen in silence. And my mom passed when I was 6. Dad remarried within the year. His new wife Tasha moved in with her perfect smile, and a daughter my age named Betrayal. That's when things changed fast. At first it was little stuff. Tasha forgot to make enough dinner for 3. Betrayal got everything new clothes, toys, room decor. I got hand-me-downs, or worse, nothing. I tried not to complain. By 10, I was cooking for myself. I knew how to do laundry and iron school uniforms because no one else would. Tasha said I should be grateful for a roof. Dad just nodded, quiet as usual. School became my safe zone. I threw myself into it, top grades, science fairs, anything to stay away. Teachers praised me. At home, Tasha said I was showing off and made me clean more. Every birthday, Betrayal got a party cake, balloons, a whole event. Me, a sticky note on the fridge if I was lucky. Once Tasha gave me a broom and said, "You'll need this if you're sticking around." When I turned 13, things hit a low. Tasha told people at church I wasn't hers, and it showed. When I got accepted into a summer STEM camp, she told Dad it was a waste of money. He agreed. But I kept going. I found a way to apply for a scholarship. Stayed late at school, used the counselor's phone to call the program. I was accepted, fully paid. Tasha wasn't happy. When I came back from camp, my room had changed. Betrayal had moved into it. My things were boxed and shoved into the attic. I slept on a pull-out in the hallway for a year. They called it temporary. I started documenting everything, emails, photos, quietly, on a free app with password lock. My guidance counselor helped me file for student housing when college applications opened. Dad said he'd contribute to my tuition, but never did. Tasha claimed I'd probably drop out anyway. Kept my head down, accepted a work-study job, and applied for every grant I could find. When I got into my top university, I didn't even tell them. I just waited. Graduation came, and Tasha showed up in a white dress like she was the one being honored. She didn't even clap. That summer, Betrayal needed a car for her internship. Dad sold my college fund car, the one Mom left me in her will. I found out the day she pulled up in it, smiling like a queen. I didn't cry. I started planning that night. I created a new bank account, changed passwords, applied for early move-in to campus. I'd leave before they even noticed. The night before I left, I printed every think piece of emails. Photos of bruises from when Tasha snapped my scholarship letters, the will proving the car was mine. I left it on the kitchen table. I didn't say goodbye, just took my bags and went. My friend Ava's brother drove me to campus 2 weeks early. It was quiet in the car, the kind of quiet that felt safe, not heavy. The next morning, I woke to 12 missed calls, then 20, then 47. My dad left a voicemail screaming, demanding to know where I was. Tasha called me ungrateful and said I'd ruined everything. I ignored them, let them panic. Ava said Betrayal had posted online that I stole money and ran. I replied with screenshots of the will, the bruises, the car sale, just the facts. By the end of the day, the story shifted. A few of Tasha's old friends commented on Betrayal's post, said I'd always been treated like a stray. One said, maybe now she's finally free. Campus felt like a new planet. My room was tiny, but mine. No Betrayal, no stepmom yelling about crumbs. I even cried once, not because I missed home, but because I didn't, and that was powerful. I got a part-time job at the campus library. Quiet, organized, predictable. Every day I made a little more money, saved a little more, felt a little stronger. I started therapy too, slowly healing. Then, something unexpected happened. A legal letter from my late mom's estate. Turns out, there was more land she'd left in trust that matured when I turned 18. Tasha had tried to claim it, but she couldn't, because I had proof. I forwarded the documents I left on the kitchen table to the attorney. He responded, "You've done a remarkable job protecting yourself." I cried again. The land was worth more than I imagined. Not millions, but enough to build something of my own, a future, a foundation. The lawyer handled everything. Tasha never saw a dime. When she found out, she called from a new number, left a voicemail sobbing, saying we were still family and could work it out. I saved it. Not to respond just in case I ever forgot her games, I kept building. Got a mentor through a campus women in STEM program. She helped me line up a paid internship. Real work, real respect. For the first time, people listened when I spoke. Ava helped me furnish my dorm. Secondhand everything, but it was ours. I cooked dinner for her once a week, simple stuff, but we made it a tradition. It was the kind of love that asked nothing back. Brielle tried reaching out. Through a mutual friend, she said she never knew how bad it was. She asked if we could talk. I said no, not out of hate, but because I finally understood boundaries. I wasn't mad at her. Not entirely. She was a puppet in Tasha's play. But she never once tried to stop it, even when I begged for help. Silence can be just as sharp as cruelty. By mid-semester, my scholarship program offered a travel opportunity 2 weeks abroad, all covered. I took it. Tasha would have called it wasteful, called it reclaiming air. While I was away, Tasha's lies started unraveling. She'd told people I dropped out, said I ran off with some guy. But I kept my blog, updated photos, reflections, essays, quiet proof of truth. One post went a little viral on campus about surviving emotional neglect. I didn't name names, but people saw through it. One professor said, "You wrote what my daughter lived." Cried together. Dad never called again. Not once. Not when my article was featured in a university zine. Not when I made the dean's list. Not even when I turned 19 and held my own celebration with my new family. That night, Ava made cupcakes. We danced to bad music in the dorm kitchen. Someone bought party hats. A boy I liked held my hand. I looked around and realized I'd built a life from ash. I still have the folder. Not out of spite, but proof. It's a map of where I came from. It reminds me I never imagined the abuse. I survived it, outsmarted it, outran it, and now I thrive. I used part of the inheritance to fund a small scholarship. Nothing flashy, just enough to help someone like me with books, maybe rent. Called it the Second Chance Fund, Ava cried when I told her. Years from now, I'll probably forget some of the details. Which day Tasha screamed, which night I went to bed hungry. But I'll always remember the day I left, and the silence that followed. Not all victories are loud. Some come in quiet moments. Locked dorm door, a paid phone bill, a folder full of truth. That's how I won, not by revenge, but by walking away and never looking back. So if you're listening, stuck in a place that pretends love but feels like survival, I see you. You're not weak for wanting out. You're not wrong for leaving. You're just getting started. And when you do walk away, don't turn around. Let them scream. Let them lie. Let them panic. You've got better places to be. In a future worth fighting for, one they never deserve to witness. If you liked this story, hit like, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.